Well, good evening, YouTube. Good evening, Rumble. Happy Tuesday. I hope everybody's doing good. Having a good week so far. So, tell me what's everybody up to? Anything interesting out in the world? Any fun games you're playing? Of course, we know Mr. Thormurn here is in Mirkwood. He just started that not too long ago. And in preparation for the upcoming move to the 64-bit server, I have given Thormurn a little gift. It's as valuable as the mithril. Okay, maybe not quite as valuable as the mithril. But Thormurn, being a practical dwarf, he will see the value in it nonetheless. Mr. Thormurn has acquired 3 months of VIP. Hello, Drive-By. Happy Tuesday to you. And you said it's looking good. Awesome. So, when it comes time to start moving characters, Mr. Thormurn will not have to worry about losing his name. So, yay! Yay for Thormurn. He will also get a few free LOTRO points. Don't know what we'll spend them on yet, but I'm sure it will be something interesting. And the best part, because, like I said, Thormurn is a practical dwarf, we have bag space. Finally, we have bag space. And even when he no longer has VIP, he will retain all this lovely, juicy bag space. Can we tell I'm happy? I'm very happy about that. And so is Thormurn. Now, with all that being said, we have an instance to go into. So let's get started, shall we?
The hidden guard departs for Radier's course through the Drownholt at midnight.
Well, let's get started, lady.
The first leg of the hidden guard's journey will take them through the treacherous fens of the Drownholt, a perilous road, but a necessary one when secrecy is so highly prized.
Let me go ahead and chow down on some food real quick. Have a sip of tea. We have come part of the way, Thormurn, but there is a long way to go yet. The Drownholt is perilous, and while Radier has chosen our road with care, we must still use caution. The rest of the hidden guard have gone on ahead, for we cannot move as a group if we are to maintain our secrecy. You will bring Mazog to the members of our company further ahead in the fen. Did you hear that? Something approaches. I will leave the coordination of our attack in your hands. Shout your commands of me by the banner. We will repel whatever evil approaches. Give me morale support. Alright, what's getting ready to attack us? From where? Oh! Some fen lurkers. Or some fen creatures. Plus sonic. Yes! You close the inventory by clicking the X? What sorcery is this? Must be a dwarf thing. Normal elves just hit escape. Hello, Hey, happy Tuesday. And yes, the X is actually very handy. We have done well to repel the creepers of the Drownholt, Thormurn, but there will be more, I'm sure of it. We must protect Mazog from their barbs and grasping tendrils, though our hearts be not fully in it. Make certain his shackles are secure, and travel forward with him through the swamp. Coucheron should be just ahead. You ensure that Mazog's shackles are secure. The orc sneers at you, and his eyes glow yellow with hate. Dwarves can't easily reach the escape key. Well, you know, there is that whole height issue. I've noticed that they have really made it clear where the edges of the area of effect is now. Girth is greater than height. No, in Thormurn's case, he's actually quite fit for a dwarf. His girth is, I would say, relatively svelte for a dwarf. Would you not say he is relatively fit? The passage so far has gone smoothly, but our fortunes in this miserable swamp can change in a moment if we let down our guard, so we must not. Alright, so slow our enemies' attack speed, slow their movement. Slow their movement. For a dwarf does a lot of heavy lifting in that sentence. We are beset on all sides. Oh, that's right. I did say slow their movement. Boy, he slows them to a crawl. But yeah, I mean, really, for a dwarf, he is pretty slender. And then we got this thing comes out of the ground. I forgot about that. Almost spelt, as it were. What in the name of the Elder King were those? I take it you've never seen. I've not seen creatures of that sort within a league of Lothlori and Thormurn. They fill me with disgust. Still, we triumphed over them, and Kumoth has many arrows left in reserve. There's a tunnel just ahead. It lies upon the route. Red Air select it for us. I do not wish to bring Mazog through there until we know it be clear. Out, slender, and less gravitationally challenged. So there is no way to get around it here. Your footsteps in the water as Radir enters the cavern. Thormurn, hello. Where's Mazog? You explain Kucharon's desire that you clear the tunnel of dangers before bringing Mazog through, and Radir nods. That is a good idea. The creepers here remained asleep for Sigilith and I to pass, but of course Mazog would have sought to awaken them at the worst possible moment. Kucharon is perhaps more canny than I gave him credit for. Radir seems to think for a moment, then haltingly begins. I came back here because I thought I saw someone I knew, Thormurn, a friend, but it could not be, for this friend has not walked this way for many a year, and has since gone where none may follow. If I did not know better, I would have sworn it was he. But here there is nothing but creepers. It was a trick of the light. My error in the dim. Well, we know who he thought he saw. But, since I should say I know who he thought he saw. But if you have not done the story, I will not spoil it by saying aloud who he thought he saw, because that will be made known later. The tunnel is clear. Good. I fought off some more fin lizards, but it was nothing I could not handle. You checked Mazog's shackles, and they remain secure. He stares assessingly at you, which is somehow more disconcerting than his usual sneer. Are you sure you want to go through the scary cave, Thormurn? This cave brings back memories. I've slain foes just like you in caves just like this, Thormurn. This cave is damp. It must be unpleasant for you, dwarf. Oh, I've been in the waterworks. You don't have to worry about that. Oh, she's alive. That's a pity. According to Red here, this is the midpoint of Rad's Sanad, the road he has chosen for us to take through the Drownhold. You're lucky, Mazog, that we have need of you alive. Were it my decision to make, or Archerdor's, you would be slain already and left to rot within one of the fetid pools of this swamp. Mazog says nothing, and Sigillus continues. The banner of the Golden Host will allow you to select a support role for me to use during battle. And I am going to have you make our enemies bleed. Thank you very much. Kill them as quickly as possible. More creepers? I thought you had cleared out that tunnel. I did. Don't ask me where these came from. Probably up Mazog's butt. And some of these bugs. Which apparently don't commonly live here. Come forth, insects, rip them, tear them, kill them. Surely there must be more of you. Come feed on my captors. Vile insects, the only thing you can do is disappoint. You say that about everything, Mazog. Nothing like a pair of butt creepers to run one day. Very true. We have done well to repel these attacks, Thormurn. Ensure that Mazog's shackles remain secure and bring him farther into the Drownhold. You ensure that Mazog's shackles remain secure. Once again, the orc rewards you with only an appraising stare. Woohoo! Ah, I beat you down. We're supposed to follow him, but I ain't following him through every bit of swampy gas water that he wants to run through. And, oh shoot. With sinking heart, you notice the body of an elf beside the stagnant pool. You yell his name and try to get a response from the elf, but it is already too late. Radir is dead. There are no signs of a struggle or any mark of injury that you can see, but despite that puzzle, one thing is clear. The hidden guard has lost one of its own. What a delight! Look how fall the elves that seek to imprison me, one by one. Perhaps you will be the next Thormurn, dwarf, that deserves it so. So ends all Mazog, all enemies of Mazog, Lord of Caves. No shackles can bind me forever, and if my hands be bound, let my legs carry me to the allies that must have done this, the allies that even now seek to free me from bondage. Ho, orcs of my distant kin! You will seek to free Mazog, and he will be free with the reward of generosity. And we need to reach the next elf before Mazog does. We're supposed to follow the light. He's starting to catch up. Go faster. Go faster. Go faster. There needs to be a slap button for when he talks smack. You can actually put the slap emote on your hotbar. What? Mazog is free? I fear to think what might have happened had he caught me unaware. We cannot talk here, Thormurn. We have blocked the orc's escape. But now we must gather the rest of the hidden guard and devise a new plan. Without Radir. Orchidor's face is a storm cloud of emotions. He brings himself under control, but it is clearly an effort. We must rejoin the Maladrim. There's a village called Ogdahheim, among the Dowerstocks. The plan was for the main body of the Maladrim to use it as a supply point before advancing further into the Mirkwood. We must go there and discuss what is to be done. The memory of our desperate journey overland out of the Drownhold is a hazy one, Thormurn, but we have arrived at Ogdahheim. It is a place for us to lick our wounds, though not all our wounds can be healed here or anywhere. I cannot believe Radir is gone. Can our mission have failed even as it begins? I will sharpen my blade. It may drink the blood of our prisoners soon, once we see wisdom and abandon this foolhardy errand. I will watch him, Broen. I will watch him until we have no further use of him. Then I will kill him. I will kill him for Radir. We will see, Elf Flesh. By my count, you are running out of friends. No, not yet. But soon, Mazog. Soon. This journey has already cost us a great deal, Thormurn, and with every loss it becomes more difficult to keep this wretch alive. I cannot stand to look at him. To tally up the pain he has already cost us would take a long while already, and I worry he has not done adding to it. Let us leave the cellar for now. Orchidor will watch him, and Sigilith and the others will watch Orchidor. I need some fresh air, Thormurn. Yeah, I'd say things went really south. Oh, Guthron on the front part. Yeah, I'd like to get to the front part. You do not have the corresponding quest. Oh. That's because I'm going the wrong way. The front porch is this way.
I do not know what we can do.
I do not know what we can do, Thormurn. Only Radir knew upon the path he planned to bring us to Dol Guldur with our captive, and without him, the secret ways are veiled to us. I fear our errand stands on the very brink of failure before it has begun. Let's see. That's a lot of agility. It's a lot of vitality. Critical rating's nice. I'd lose the evade rating, but critical's nice. I'd lose the crowd control duration, which I guess we don't really use that much anyway. And I'd gain a little bit to out-of-combat run speed, so yeah.
I know Radir would be wroth if we were to abandon hope.
We must persevere, Thormurn, though we grieve for Radir. The road he planned to take is unknown to us, but his mind is not. I know he would be wrought if we were to abandon hope, but we need time to decide what to do. Instead of dwelling upon our losses, I want you to offer your strength to Dundurian here in Ogdahheim. He has planned a number of strikes against important locations in Mirkwood, and the Golden Host could use your honed skills as a hunter. And aid Dundurian with whatever skirmish he has planned, then return to me. By the Lord and Lady, I hope we have decided what next to do with Mazog. We cannot stay here long without the enemy learning of the Orc leader's presence. Well, before we do that, we have a whole, I guess you've noticed, a whole mega butt ton of quests here we can do. And we have this, Ecad Mothalon, which is not that far away from us either. So, where are we starting?
Mind my words, traveler.
Alright, if y'all don't mind, I'm not going to read every single little side quest. I think we're going to focus on reading the main story. And because most of these side quests are like kill spiders. If it's like funny or interesting, I'll read it. But if it's not, I won't.
Stay a moment.
He is worried for some scouts that they sent to scout near Dananglor. So we will go look for them.
Will you lend me your ear?
He wants me to kill bats in Dananglor.
Mind my words, traveler.
And search treasure piles for relics of worth. That is also in Dananglor, I believe. We have a whole bunch out here.
Will you lend me your ear?
Collect tokens of bondage from mortal slaves. That is, I believe, also in Dananglor. Not everything is there, I promise.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
Okay, that one we're not taking. That goes out to the drown hole. We're not going there right now.
Stay a moment.
And that one, okay, neither of those we're taking. Riddle me this, riddle me that. Who is afraid of the big bad bat? Only anybody he's come up against.
Would you do something for me?
Okay, this one I might read. Hail Thormurn, I have heard much of your deeds from my people and from the good elves with whom I travel. I bid you welcome to our encampment. You may rest here from the darkness, for the Galadrim keep it at bay. There's a strange place we have landed in. The shades here are troubled. If the necromancer had ruined this place, I do not think it would feel so disturbing. Nay, some other factor played a role in the collapse of this village. The curiosity of the elves, however, is not raised by mortal affairs, and I am here to aid them. I cannot peer into the matter as I would wish, however. You are not bound to the Golden Host, Hunter. Will you find out what has come to pass in this strange and troubled town? The shades stir as if roused, but they do not behave as most oath-breakers do. I believe there's some grim history here that has been overlooked by every tale. There's a graveyard yonder. Perhaps you should begin your search there. This storyline I'll read, because it is interesting.
Might I take a moment of your time?
This I won't read. We're just killing some wolves and collecting their pelt. So, we're gonna go ahead and head over to... this is the guy we're gonna talk to for the main story, but we're skipping him for now. Head to Ecad Mothalon. Let me make sure that Thormurn has plenty of... yeah, he's got plenty of quest space. Because there are several quests over this way, too. And some of them kind of sort of overlap a little bit with some of the quests we've gotten. Not a ton. In fact, we're going to have to come out for a couple of things more than once. Isn't that always the way? Goblin Deserter. And And that's Ekan Mothwon right there.
Megovanen.
Welcome, Thormurn, though I wish it were less disturbing circumstances. Something queer is afoot in this place, and we need your help learning exactly what that is.
Mind my words, traveler.
So they found an enemy encampment here, but there's something strange going on, and the orcs, or the goblins, are apparently deserting every day. He wants to find out what's going on.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
Okay, so you want me to kill that?
Mind my words, traveler.
You want me to kill spiders and a spider boss?
Stay a moment.
Now there's a couple of these quests, like the going to the spider den and killing, that we will do after we turn in a couple quests back at the inn, because they will have follow-ups that will go to the same places. Hello, Saucier. Happy Tuesday to you. Hope everything's going well. Now, we're going to remove the stuff for Dan and Glor, because obviously we're not going there just yet. We'll put that one on. Okay, that one, no. Yeah, once we collect the wolf pelt, and I think kill the bat or something. I can't remember what it is. Oh yeah, bats and wolves. And then we'll get follow-ups from the end. But first, we need to find out what's going on with the goblin deserters. Death is better than Burgle's Stog. Okay, so whatever's going on, the goblins are more afraid of it than they're afraid of dying. Ah, are you dead? I will not suffer for the dead men. Okay, that tells me something. It tells me there might be whites there. Or Barrow Ghost.
What can I do for you?
This becomes more mysterious. From what you say, it appears the leaders of the encampment are up to something that has even the goblins unnerved. We shall need to learn exactly what this is.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
Uncover the mystery at Burgle's Stog. So, that would be that. So we're heading into and maybe we should how are we doing with these? We're good with that. But, you know, we might want to munch a bit of food, have a sip of tea. I don't know if Thormurn's really a tea type of guy, but, you know, whatever. That will have to do for now. Found a deserter's note. Okay, we'll take that note back. Here. The note is written their foul black speech, but I know somewhat of it. Interesting, the goblins have stolen an idol from the haunted ruins. It is no wonder they're terrified. I do not consider the horrors they have not. I dare not consider the horrors they unleash.
Stay a moment.
Destroy the idol of the necromancer.
Stay a moment.
Defeat Talentum at Burglestog. So we have 2 quests to do. One involves destroying an evil relic that the goblins have dragged over to their encampment. And the other one is to, I guess, defeat their boss. I'm assuming nervous goblins quickly become deserters. Come on. Thank you. No lagging. No laggy lag. Curse the whole lot of them. I don't think. Oh, not in there. I'm gonna wake up the whole camp like this. Very good. Ah, well, there's the boss. Okay. Alright, so that one's done. Now we have to find the necromancer's totem, which is over there. Okay. Grishpagud. He says you will not stop me. Well, watch me. Destroyed the idol of the necromancer. Oh, look. And there's some dead guys. Condemned villagers. Okay. And they're gone too. That should be everything in here. Now we just need to get out. Kill a few goblins along the way. He goes, ha ha, I'm free. And it's used widely enough in the US of A, admittedly most jocularly. Oh, top of the morning to you?
How can I be of service?
You were attacked by the Shades of Men. It was rumored that the woodsmen who had lived in the Dowerstocks had fallen into evil over 200 years ago and had worshipped the necromancer. It appears those rumors are true. It is well that you destroyed the idol, but I fear a terror has been unleashed unlike any this land has seen.
How can I be of service?
Well done, Thormurn the God. Okay.
Might you spare a moment of your
Thormurn?
time?
I fear something dire is about to occur. The shadow of the necromancer lies still upon Mirkwood. I know little more of these forsaken shades, but perhaps you may learn more if you speak with Prestideer at the Haunted Inn. The Haunted Inn lies to the east of here. Now, I think this is the one we want. Yes. So we need to defeat a number of bats, which fortunately we're already halfway done with that. And we completed Beast Slayer with that. Woohoo! Oh yes, and Saucier, since you weren't here for the intro, Thormurn got himself a little gift in preparation for the 64-bit servers. I have given him 3 months of VIP access, so then when it comes time, he can be moved and have his name come with him. And of course, I gave him some nice little benefits like bag space. We have bag space! Woo! I can't make you go back. Oh, don't worry, I'm not making you go back, dear. I'm looking for wherever the bats are. Well, that wolf's dead. That. That. And there's the boss. Pick up the satchel. And the boss counts for a bat. So, yay. We just need one more bat. There's a bat over here somewhere. Except that it's nowhere in our line of sight, so, Yeah, it is. I'm really happy to see that it's still going. But clearly, EG7 sees some value in the game in order for them to keep it going and keep putting money into it. And I hope it continues for a long time. mean, there are games that are amazingly still alive after all this time. I mean, people still play, like, RuneQuest and EverQuest. People are still playing World of Warcraft. I play Red Hunter and RK a lot, where you just plant and place a nuke, so I find it fascinating that you shoot and scoot, even though the mobs don't really hurt you. I just really prefer not to be stationary when I'm fighting.
Megovanen.
Alright, so here's your satchel. Yes, I've defeated the big bad boss and a bunch of bats besides. Thank you very much. And I think that is everything at that spot. Now we just kill a few wolves on the way back. A few wolves and spiders on the way back. That's a bat. Not what we need. Have you ever played Ultima Online? It's ancient at this point. I have not, and I totally forgot about that one. Yeah, that's still going too. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. The games that still exist after all this time. It's a testament to their cult status. Those games did something right for people to want to continue playing them after all this time. All right. So here's the graveyard that we were asked to come check out. We need to read the gravestones. Here lieth Frithagern, age 31, who perished from natural causes on July 2, TA 2461. Here lieth Halchoff, age 19, who perished from illness on June 30th, TA 2461. Here lieth Baramud, age 41, who took his own life on July 4th, TA 2461. Here lieth Vadagus, age 27, who fell to his death on July 1st, TA 2461. As you near this gravestone, you see that it is completely blank. Alright, so we still need some spiders, and perhaps you'll notice that there was a very strange pattern with the all those gravestones we just read. See, I need 8 more spiders. Oh, hello. Goodbye. Ah, the dower stocks. You didn't have to do a deep dive a couple of times. No big deal. We all been there. Got the t-shirt. Oh yeah, I've been to dower stocks a few times. Probably one of the more frustrating quests in Mirkwood is in the dower stock. Something about finding a couple of dwarves out there. Oh, excuse me. Very rude. Thank you. Get on my way. Alright, that should do it for those. So now we can head back to the Haunted Inn. So I know the people who have probably done the Haunted Inn quest already know what was strange about those gravestones. So if anybody wants to, feel free to answer. Referred it to the quest in the Southeast Dower Stocks. At least it was 2D, not 3D. Oh, you mean in the spider's den where you have to find the webbed elves and all that stuff? I have to admit, not a fan of that place. You know, I can get around Moria with almost no trouble. Yet that one tiny spot in Mirkwood is more of a maze to me. The one with the spirits. I'm trying to remember which one that is. I'm thinking about the one with the spiders. That's like 2 or 3 levels. The one where you have to find the webbed elves. You have to find the signs of Golem. There's a couple other things. There's a little graveyard in there with barrow whites in it. And spiders. Bunches and bunches of spiders.
Megavonen. Will you lend me your ear?
Summon and defeat the Dour Stalk's Lair Spinner. So that's why we came back to turn in the spider quest. Because now we have 2 quests going into Dreadweaver's lair. Each of them is for a separate boss spider.
What do you need?
Peculiar. It sounds as though all those who were buried around the same time died of different causes. Why would this place be haunted by oath breakers if the deaths were things like sickness and natural causes? And the blank gravestone does not make sense at all. The ages, too, give me doubt. These were young folk. The deaths were so close to one another. Something is amiss. I wonder if there are more clues about the town. Hello, Michael Mertig. You say hello, Bella. Hello, chat. Congrats on 700 subs. Thank you. But the quest about chasing the 2 brothers in Mirkwood takes the cake. I mean, you got 2 got high and got lost in a swamp, and I have to rescue you. Yeah, and then we have to figure out where they're at. Because they might have gotten high, but we're the one hallucinating. Thank you, Michael. Yes, we did make it to 700 subs, so yay, everyone. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you. And yes, sometime in the middle of March, we're going to be doing a special 700 sub celebration stream with Miss Pistola. So I will let y'all know exactly when that's going to happen. We're going to have a little fun. She's going to go out, do some exploring. She's going to kick some butt. Maybe she'll even work on decorating her house. She hasn't done that in a while. We'll see. Actually, she'll have to decorate her house because she'll be moving servers, so she'll have to do the whole thing over again. Yikes.
Would you do something for me?
It is a riddle indeed, and my curiosity is far from satisfied. While many of the shades seem hostile, surely some will not be so if you approach them in peace. What I'm proposing, Thormurn, is that I hope you will make another try at uncovering the full tale behind this town, cross the bridge into Ogdeheim, and learn if any of the spirits will have words with you. I am sure there's a story here to be unearthed. I am most interested in the blank gravestone, but I would not be surprised if all were tied together to some strange event. With Dol Guldur so near, the town cannot have met a happy end.
What can I do for you?
Thormund, you have come to me at a fortuitous time. Something is amiss here. The shades of dead men roam these lands. Of what broken oaths could have cursed them here, I'm not yet sure.
What do you need?
Okay, so he's happy that I killed the wolves. He seems to think they're in service of the necromancer.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Now he wants me to summon the Wolf Keeper and defeat him, which actually goes with the quest to defeat Black Maw at Pack Howler's Hill.
Would you do something for me?
I too am interested in what you had to tell of the graveyard. I find I am ill at ease in this place, and my curiosity has been raised by your tale of the stones in the plot below. The elves care not for the troubles of men long departed from this world, but they hold a great interest for me. East of here, across the bridge, you will find a town that fell long ago. I believe it was called Ogdenheim. And there are many shades there. Fell spirits of the enemy do not trouble me, but I believe there is something more to this place, and I wish to know what it is. Will you confront the shades? I do not think they are wholly evil. Perhaps they bear some knowledge that will reveal what befell this place. Traveling to Dol Guldur? Yes. I am traveling to Dol Guldur. The mission is to rescue Bori and any other dwarves that may still live from the clutches of Gorthul, who has kidnapped him and also stolen the mithril axe Ziegelberg. Along the way, we're helping out where we may. Right now, we're helping out at the Haunted Inn, which is aptly named. We haven't gotten to that part yet, but we will shortly. We want to take care of a couple other things first. Maybe I should, I don't know. I just noticed we are ill-equipped at this point, so we might want to have a bite to eat, or something to drink. Surprisingly, we haven't completely filled up our bag yet, because thanks to a little bit of VIP in preparation for a move to the 64-bit server, Thormurn has bag space. He has bag space! Woohoo! Yes, I'm happy about that. I know. I'll stop talking about it now. But I'm happy about that. Pack Howler's Heel. New deed. Wilds of the Mirkwood. Alright, so we have two things we need to find here. One of them is going to be Black Maw right here. And the other thing we need to find is a whistle. Turn down a drink, you say? A dwarf would never. Well, Thormurn will when he's tracking. When he's not out in the field tracking, he will certainly not. Ah, here's the wolf whistle. I must face the target. And there's our wolf keeper, which happens to be an orc. Okay, wolf keeper is down. Now, we need to go to the Dower Stock. Or not the Dower Stock. Dreadweaver's lair. Whoa! That's not the way I wanted to get there. Ouch. Okay. That was absolutely not the way I wanted to get anywhere. Ah, dang it. Did not want to kill you, cat. You did not leave me a choice. There is, yeah, there's a fair force at Dol Guldur. Alright, we're getting on a horse. Or an elk. We fell all the way into the drown hole. So I had to work our way around and back out of it. Was not the brightest move I ever made. Okay. This is where we want to be. So we want to be down here. Yep. We are supposed to be taking the Mazog to trade for the lives of Bori and the other dwarves. But we've lost one of the elves of the Hidden Guard. Just so happened to be the one elf that knew the way we were supposed to be taking to get to Dol Guldur in secret. Not very wise without artillery support. No. But technically we do have artillery support because while we're the Hidden Guard, the Golden Host is entered Mirkwood and has distracted the main force of Dol Guldur towards it so that we supposedly can pass unseen. Alright, so there's one of our spiders there. That is Lathendil. That's a big spider. I don't know about you, but if I see a spider I could use as a horse or a large mount, I'm staying the hell away from it. But like most evil spiders, it does not like light damage. Now the other spider should be around here somewhere. Jalob's friend. Yeah. An enormous cocoon. And the Dowerstock layer spinner is very small by comparison, but actually quite a bit more poisonous. And it's gone. Okay. Now with that done, and we got... Excuse me, that's not what I wanted to do. We got 2 quests to turn in at Ecad Moslin, and then we'll be completely done there. And some quests to turn in at the Haunted Inn. At least I did remember that there were quests that paired up. I couldn't remember exactly the sequence, but I remembered enough to wait on those quests. So, yay! Hey, I've learned. I have things chasing me. Yes, the character's name is Thormurn.
How can I be of service?
I'm pleased that you were able to slay that vile spider queen. You have earned this reward.
What do you need?
Alright, so those are turned in. We should be getting a bit of a reputation here. Maladrum, yeah. We're much closer to becoming friend with the Maladrum. Still gotta work on our Galadrim rep. He has a appropriate, proper dwarven name. Excuse me. I did not mean to do that on camera. My apologies. I got a wolf chasing me. It could chase me. Because we're almost back at the Haunted Inn. And once I get inside, I am going to pause for a second and take a quick sip of water. Oh, that's much better. My throat was feeling a little bit like I ran some sandpaper down it.
What do you need?
I like how in D&D the halflings have fun names like Roscoe Pickle Sticks or Maven Crumpleneck. That sounds funny. Okay, so that was the spider.
What can I do for you?
And that was the wolf tamer. Alright, so... now we get to do the Ogdheim stuff. Well, the Hobbit, particularly the Hobbit females, tend to have names related to plants and flowers. Collect a fell-looking coin. Now you can't attack every ghost. Progress is a wonderful thing, is it not? And just like most fell creatures, these ghosts do not like light damage. No, they're the bats, apparently. This used to be a really scary place for me once. Hello. Who are you? And why do you disturb our peaceful town? Why do you pry? We have nothing to hide. Our forest is fair, and its resources plentiful. Our folk want for naught. Leave us be. We are but simple woodsmen, and have been for so many centuries. Many of our folk are set in their ways, but a little change has never hurt anyone. There is always room for a people to grow, and what better time could there be for us to grow and change for the better? A graveyard, you ask? What of it? Every mortal creature must die, and so we bury them, as is our tradition. There is nothing unusual about Ogdaham. Now move along, or you shall be sorry. I know we talk about the Lord of the Rings movies and TV shows a bunch, and I enjoy them. I hope that potential Forgotten Realms TV show is done well. I mean, I hope so too, for the sake of the people who like Forgotten Realms. I can't remember, is Forgotten Realms, is Raistlin Majir part of Forgotten Realms? Can anybody tell me? I actually need to reread the stories with Raistlin Majir. I have... Okay, that's Dragonlance. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't remember which it was. But I have, I have Soulforge, and I have the trilogy with the twins in it. And I have the book that comes after Soulforge. I can't remember the name of it right now.
What do you need?
My services are devoted to the fall of the enemy.
Dang, we had some damage on us. I'll let you devote your services to buying my junk. Huh? Can you do that? Oh my goodness gracious. So much junk. Dressed. Okay. Dressed. Funny thing is, I know the name Dressed. I think I only have one of the books about Dressed. Alright. You.
What can I do for you?
Now, this is a bewildering find. Let me see those. These coins, as you have surely noticed, are tokens of fealty for the necromancer in Dol Guldur. They are from nearly 600 years ago, when this simple town of woodsmen was filled with warm-blooded folk, and not the cold spirits that linger in cursed rage. These were gifts, and some pact was exchanged with Dol Guldur. What happened here? What cruel fate has made these people linger to fill the very air with such wicked dread?
Would you do something for me?
The Dark Lord has a remarkable talent for corrupting nearly all that is good, but even he cannot doom mortal men to remain cursed after death by association alone. Such a curse would only take hold for the deepest of betrayals when the hearts of men are willingly inclined to evil. Only by the greatest of powers can the spirits of men be held to this world. These tokens of fealty are surely only the beginning of the story. The necromancer persuaded his wood-dwelling neighbors to swear allegiance to him, but what after that? I have my suspicions. One hears oft of such tales. You should search the rubble of the town and see if any history can be found. Perhaps there are records kept there by these woodsmen in the months preceding or following the intrusion of Dol Guldur. You think you saw it was the show focusing on him and his adventures?
What can I do for you?
Now that is a curious tale. Some points caught my interest as you conveyed the Shade's message. He spoke of fair trees, as if he still sees Mirkwood as it was before the watchful peace ended. He also mentioned that his folk were simple, but that change seemed to be imminent. Based on the years on those tombstones, it is safe to assume that the Dark Lord's reclamation of his seat at Dol Guldur was the change of which he spoke. So the Dark Lord came naturally. How did the woodsman receive him? We are getting closer to an answer, but it is a shame that the Shade did not offer the whole story.
Could I speak with you a moment?
So we are armed at least with the knowledge that there is a mystery. The Shade's words were very contrary to the stark reality to which we bear witness today. There is much evidence that these accursed folk became tied to the Dark Lord in the second year of his sojourn at Dol Guldur, but we must now look deeper. We have given the Shades a chance to tell their own story, but it seems that they wish the truth hidden from us. You should search everything but the Shades themselves when you go to Ogdheim this time. Seek some evidence of the necromancer's influence, and search for any signs of violence, or perhaps a stockpile of weapons. If you can find these things, we will gain more understanding of the events that occurred here. Alright, so back to Ogdheim we go. My favorite D&D campaign is one where the UFO crashed on the side of a mountain. Expedition to Barrier Peak. That sounds interesting. I'm gonna have to make some more hunter oils and other goodies for him soon. I don't think he has any hope tokens, does he? He does not. Okay. So we need to run around and look for stuff. See if I can find these places. Maybe not run into the wolf while we're at it. There's a bit of loose earth here. Uncovered a battered book with several leaves missing, buried in the foundation of an old building. Have I started any new games? I mean... Well, we know I'm playing Return to Moria. Aside from that... Drive-By bought me a copy of a little game that I wanted called Omega Crafter, which is kind of something I just playing for fun. You have found a shrine of tribute to the necromancer. Okay, so we just found a shrine to Sauron here. Oh yeah, and a loft. It's a survival game. But it's a kind of a chill survival game. And you get to explore these floating islands in the air. And you get to actually turn smaller islands into your own floating airship. It's actually fun. It's still early access, so they do need to add stuff to it. But it's fun. Well, you're not really building cities in the sky. You go from island to island and you clean it up of this corruption. You have found a pile of weapons, discard it out of sight. Okay. So there was certainly some sort of violence going on here. Or at least some preparation for war. You have found some very old bloodstains. Surely a gruesome scene took place here. Yeah, that's an awful lot of blood. Especially considering it's an awful lot of old blood. Yeah, technically the only ground is the islands floating in the air. It's definitely one worth checking out. Like I said, it's a little more chill than most survival games. And it is early access, so it does need some more time to bake. But they got a good solid start to it. Now you actually you can turn any small island you want into your ship. Out we go. Took me a little longer than I wanted to find that last spot.
Greetings.
Ah, that is just what I was hoping for. I'm not surprised that someone took the time to bury it. Many pages are missing, as you can see, as is the case with many aged books, but these were deliberately ripped out. Is it not a fine coincidence that the pages that were removed are from TA 2461 and the same week that marks the accidental deaths of many folk who rest in the graveyard yonder? I would dearly like to find those missing pages, or at least hear the account that is missing from this book.
What do you need?
Ah, I think I see. How sad. But I suspected it would be something of this nature. There was murder in this town. Of that you have seen strong evidence. Here is what I think the condemned shade meant when he said that many of his folk were set in their ways and that change was coming. The change was the Dark Lord, and some men resist it. I believe the shades trapped here have done their best to pretend the evil events never happened, though it means their redemption will never be achieved. Even the gravestones lie. These shades believe that all is as it was just before the necromancer corrupted them. The murderers are buried, collectively hidden. All were guilty, and all are determined to deny the truth.
Could I speak with you a moment?
So it appears that someone kept a faithful record, but this record was not to the liking of those who carried out the murders. If you're still invested in the story of this town, you should look into finding the missing pages. Perhaps they have been destroyed, and perhaps not. But where to start? In the case of hidden relics, sometimes it is best to start where you began. That blank gravestone was the first thing to rouse my interest in this mystery, and perhaps it can tell us more now. So you want me to go back and look at a blank gravestone? Very good. I will go do that. Although it's still going to be blank. I'm just saying. It has not, mysteriously had anything scribbled on it since we last spoke. Last week had a little snow like last Wednesday. Not too much. Didn't last terribly long. It certainly was cold. It's still fair chilly, but yeah. Anybody else? Oh, and look, a shade pops up out of nowhere. I should have stood with the four who resisted, but I did not. I watched it all happen. Only when they had perished did I feel the effects of the true evil that was at work in Ogdheim. Too late did I record the truth. When they found what I had written, they came after me as well. I anticipated them. Here's a copy of the truth that was destroyed. Let this be my last effort on behalf of the true heroes of Ogdheim who resisted the evil corruptions of the necromancer. Our blindness was our undoing. Yes, the necromancer came and promised much, and we saw the opportunity for progress and prosperity. The four that stood against him attacked the altar, and we cut them down in the name of Dol Guldur. They cursed us as they fell. Ah, my oath is fulfilled, my redemption nigh. It was all too late, too late. Yeah, they seem to float on their own. It's kind of neat. Kind of like the air is a giant ocean. Oh my god! 72? Send some of that over here! I want 72! I better start thinking about seeding some plants soon. I want to grow some tomatoes and peppers. Talk to Prestidaire.
Greetings.
Ah, you have found the lost pages. I'm astounded. May I take a look? At last, the truth. And so it all comes together. Some of the townsmen resisted, and they were executed by their own folk. That settles the mystery. The guilty shade you spoke to before was the one who led the movement to accept the necromancer's advances here. He was also the one who led in the murders. Everything is documented in this account until the record keeper writes of his own guilt for not standing up for his fallen townsfolk. Here he writes that he knows his enemy will destroy the truth and execute him as well. This is the last entry by his hand.
Would you do something for me?
We have the truth now, but it should not stop here. The murderers should not be allowed to dwell under their curse in this way, their guilt smothered and pacified by denial and lies. You must confront the shade again, but armed with the truth this time. I wish to see if he will admit his wrongdoing like an honorable man, but somehow I doubt he will. The mystery is solved, but what good is it if the murderers are allowed to endure? You will not do much for the memory of those worthy men who perished in this horrible time for Ogdaheim. So we have to go confront that spirit we talked to one last time. After I get a drink of water. Ah. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, didn't mean to ignore you. We are. We'll use a little fire this time. Because why not? Oh, excuse me. What are you doing barking about, Mr. Spider? I don't think there's any juicy bait here for you. It's all dead. I don't think you eat ghosts. Excuse me. You have something to say for yourself. No, it is impossible. That story is no longer true. We destroyed that past and moved on with our lives. Why do you disturb our long peace with evils better left buried? That tale cannot be allowed to endure. You shall pay dearly for your meddling, outsider. Well, I say that is... he is not going to listen to reason. So basically they know the truth, but they refuse to accept it. They have pretty much, hoodwinked themselves into thinking something that isn't true.
What do you need?
Welcome back, Thormurn. You have done a very, very good deed in the name of those who fell while resisting the Dark Lord's evil influences. It is a tragic tale, but it is for the best that you did not allow this denial to be endured. You should be proud of what you accomplished today, even if it is too late to benefit the poor woodsmen who fell so many years ago. Their story should not be buried under the corruptions of Mirkwood, for they were heroes, and the truth deserved to be woven into song, not forgotten, as the murderers would wish. Guilt and denial are the cruelest of enemies, my friend. You did well to fight them with such vigilance. "600 years. Those poor people
In these dark days, we must work together or flee.
have been waiting for somebody to uncover what really happened to them for 600 years. It's kind of sad. It's really sad if you think about it. $70 tomorrow? Woohoo! That sounds good. Everybody's getting good weather. I want good weather. All right, now we get to go. Oh, maybe we should put a quest on our tracker now, huh? We get to go to Dan and Glor. Oh, that's a wolf. Hello, wolf. Goodbye, wolf. And I will have to go to Home Depot and get some starter soil so I can make some plants. Of course, not everything gets pre-planted. Tomatoes and peppers, yes. Other things, I don't know. Maybe the green beans, yes. Other things, not so much. I mean, you can't pre-plant. You can't pre-plant carrot or spinach or lettuce. Excuse me. Spider. Can't pre-plant spiders either. Yeah, I would kind of wish it to be a little brighter outside when I'm doing this. I think maybe I finally found what I was looking for. Nope, that's just the haunted inn. The heck? Oh, that's right. We need to go this way. Derp. Well, Nordic would have gotten a good laugh with that. He always says I can get lost in a one-room house. See, that's where we're headed, over there. Now, there are two ways to get there. One of them is a bridge. And there's the bridge. I see it over there. All I had to do was look around. Not like it isn't the size of one of Doran's statues. Yeah, you think I couldn't have missed it. Now, if I remember right, we get to come back and forth here like at least 3 times. It's a very small world, I think. Excuse me. What are you doing, Shrieker? Can you attack her already? This blade surely belonged to an elf, but it lies near a great stain of blood. That Morgul just ice skated to me. Nothing in here. Oh wow, we need to kill a lot more ruined bats, I just realized. We're only halfway done with those. Alright, come on, y'all. See how many... I need 4 more treasure piles. Almost done with the bat. Of course, the bats aren't done with us. 2 more. Ah, I see another one down there. Huh. Okay. I guess these bats, some of these bats don't aggro. But she will. Yep. You can chase me. Yep, y'all can all chase me. Bye. They're like, we're not gonna bother. You'll be back. Yeah, I'm like, yep, I'll be back. I will most certainly be back. Oh, by the way, that place we're running around in, that's where the instant that we're going to do later, that's where it's going to take place. That is Danenglar. So,
What can I do for you? Might you spare a moment of your time?
defeat Merville.
What do you need?
She's happy we killed a bunch of bats.
Can I be of service?
How odd, was there really nothing of worth? Nothing at all? I was sure that Merville, they were guarding something.
Might you
Collect
spare
relics
a
of
moment your time?
interest from Merville. So, kill Merville and collect relics from them.
May Govanen.
And
Might you spare a moment of
summon
your
and defeat the Merville Guard. Anything else? Anyone else have anything for me before I go back over there? No? No? Okay. And what did we just do? I think we just got our reputation up. We just squeaked our way into friend with the Melodrum. Woohoo! So, now we get to work on ally. We have achieved the title of Friend to the Melodrum and acquired ourselves an extra 10 LOTRO points. Thormurn is feeling very rich in LOTRO points right now. I was going to try to hit X to get on my horse, like I would in Guild Wars 2. And it's too bad we don't have a hotkey to just jump on our horse like that. It would be nice. Yep. It's also too bad we can't drag mobs into other mobs and have them fight each other. That would be hilarious. Oh, hi. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for finally targeting the mob that was actually attacking me. Alright, there's the summoning horn. And there's the marble guard. And there went the marble guard. And it's these green ones that we need to get the relics of interest from. We'll have to remember this for later. That's very sad. Okay. How many more of these green witches do we need? 5. Like that one there. And these two here. One of them didn't count. You stinker. Will you count? Yes, you will. Alright, I just need to get you out of the way. Oh good, she brought all her friends out with her. I like that. That was perfect. And that did it for those. So, back to the Haunted Inn again. Ah! The guards here don't play around. I like that. One of the rare times when town guards actually do what they're supposed to do. Excuse me?
If not for the Lord and Lady, we would fall.
Yeah, that's true. I just want to repair my stuff for the moment. Thanks.
Mirk-eaves. Stay a moment.
Oh, and he leveled up. So now we have to search for the missing scouts.
Mirk-eaves, will you lend me your ear?
And now we have to defeat the greedy marble thief, and collect the priceless elf treasure.
How can I be of service?
And that's the last 2 quests we have to do there. So, once more into the breach. Too bad we couldn't do this stuff while we were, you know, in that instance, but since these are very specific mobs, I don't think they show up in the instant. Or one's a very specific mob, and the other is looking for missing elves. Which I guess, if you hadn't already figured out, when we passed the one downed body, they didn't survive. Now let's see. No, I don't think it's down there. Oh, you stinker. Is that how you kill this? Alas, this elf breathes no more. Alas, this elf breathes no more. Oh, that's not what I wanted to aim at. Oh, hello, ladies. Alright, there's the other L. And there is the greedy thief. You have collected the priceless elf treasure. Alright, we got everything we came for. Let me clear this more out of the way. And get out of here and back to the inn. Yeah, we gotta be careful not to let the horse get hit again. He got hit a few too many times. He's kind of clinging on to life going, what the heck are you actually doing to me? I think I was going to say, we're about to see the guards go to work again. I don't put up with anything.
What can I do for you?
Alas, alas, it is just as I feared. Let this be a lesson to us all that no matter what distractions may tempt us while on this dark and seldom traveled road, we must not stray from our course. Vainly did they pass into the west, never to return. Truly does my heart despair at this terrible news, though I long expected it. You have my most heartfelt thanks for your part in this, my dear friend. I would still be driven mad with worry but for your efforts. You are most deserving of the trust of the Maladrim.
What do you need?
You have done it. This is wonderful, Thormurn. I cannot believe that such a treasure has been restored to us. I will keep this safe for now, and send it to Lothlorien at the next opportunity. I cannot thank you enough, Melon. Okay. And with that, we've finished all the quests that we have to avail ourselves of here at the Haunted Inn.
But Lorien is hidden from him.
The only quests left are quests that take us other places. Really think I'm gonna be using that. Okay, looks like we already did our repairs. Anything? Oh, I don't know that one yet. But I do know that one. Shoot. Okay. Well then, I didn't realize it doesn't take that long to get all the quests done here. And I know we should be doing that instance next, but you know what? Where are we? We're here. If we go up the road, take a right, we can get up to Emon Lum, which is Ascalad, and grab the stable there. Am I going the right? Yes, I am going the right way, amazingly. Okay, here's where we turn. Alright, we just follow this road. If you can call it a road. Kind of very loosely call it a road. We kind of lost the road. I think we've regained it. Off again. We're going in the general right direction, though. This is probably the one stable I absolutely recommend getting. If you're in Mirkwood, you definitely want to go ahead and grab this stable while you're close enough to it.
What do you need?
Oh yes, I forgot. Thormurn can use fast stables now. Woohoo! Anyway, main reason you want to grab this is you have all your services here. Well, not in there. So where is it? There's a bard here. Got a healer here. Got various reputation vendors. We'll get in there in a second. That we can't go in right now. That's part of... that's an instance that's part of the main story later. Ah, there's your vault keeper, or a vault keeper. Definitely want to know where that is. There's your forge master, which I don't think he has any need for.
Hail, friend, and
Nope,
well
he
met.
does not have any need for a Forge Master right now. And you go in here and you have your crafting hall. So it's not totally full featured. Obviously, there's no place to grow things here. But there's your provisioner. There's your workbenches, your oven. Is that a... some hobbit. There's your forges, your study, your supplier, another vault keeper, your mail. There's a spot of water down there. I don't think that's just for anything but look. You can go down there. I think that's mainly just set up for people who fall in, because that does happen. Yeah, that's all that is down here, is some hot springs. But yeah, definitely want to make sure you get that stable so you can make use of the vault and the workstations, whatever you need. I know that Thormurn's got to make himself some more things. So he's going to plant his butt here. He's going to work on that so that next time he will be freshly stocked and ready to go. And I want to take a moment to thank everyone that stopped by. Thank you to Drive By, as always, for coming in, letting me know everything looks good, and sticking around and chatting. Appreciate you. Thank you to Plastonic for coming in, and I enjoyed the conversation. Appreciate you. Thank you to Saucier for coming by. Always appreciate you coming in. Enjoy the conversation. Look forward to seeing you always. Thank you to Michael Murtick for coming by. And thank you for the congratulations. And yes, woohoo, we are so happy to have gotten to 700 subs. I really appreciate you all. You are all rock stars. Couldn't have done it without you. Now, next goal, 1,000. I know. Very lofty goal, isn't it? I think we can do it. What do you think? And I think I got everyone. Did I miss anybody? I don't think so. But if I did, I'm horrible with names and I apologize. And for everybody who maybe popped in and out, stuck around a little while and didn't say anything, we'll know that you were also seen and appreciated. But next time, say hi. I promise I don't bite. Now, Friday, we are going to be having a little fun in Morrowind. See how many times I can get lost, how many times I can die, and hey, if I can actually get anything done. We'll see. And maybe sometime between now and Friday, we might have a little Path of Exile stream. Path of Exile 2, that is. And if Drive-By is up to it on Saturday, we might play a little Aloft. So, if y'all want to see all that, and you haven't already, well, hit like, hit subscribe, do all the fun clicky things the website wants you to do. You're sailing away? Awesome. But, as always, thank you. I appreciate you all. Have a great night. Have a fantastic Wednesday. And until next time, bye for now.